Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today this video is going to be an exciting one because I'm going to create a clone application of Zomato, and I have chosen Zomato because there are many different category pages and it will be exciting to create an app like Zomato. And this is going to be a long video and I'm going to create it in smaller parts, so just keep looking it in your notification icon, and you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't, so that you can get notification of the upcoming videos, because this may take, I believe, 3 to 4 hours of content, and I will be breaking down into smaller videos of 10 to 15 minutes. So without further ado, let's see the Zomato application first, which we are going to clone. Okay, so let's check this Zomato application first. So this is the homepage of Zomato application. So I'm not sure if you have used it. If you haven't, so this mobile application of Zomato is being used much. So this is a food ordering application, and it also a catalog application for restaurants and cafe. So you can able to explore that. You can able to see menu of those restaurants, the food items. You can see the reviews of the users, and you can also order the food online as well, the bookings for the restaurant if you want to dine in to that particular restaurant. So let's explore this website first so that we can start with the right direction. So this is the homepage of zomato.com, and you can see I have chosen India. I don't know if it is, I think it select my location, and going forward it will take my current location instead of India. So because it's India, so now it lists all of the popular locations in India. Let me try to remove India and see how does it behave without that. So yeah, now you can see it picks up my location. Now it picks Chandigarh, which is my current location. Okay, so that is one of the feature of this website. I think I enable location before, so it got my location, and based on that now it will show me the options based on the Zomato Chandigarh. Okay, so let's explore this one then. So this is the home page for me now because I'm from Chandigarh. So you can see you get a search bar on the main banner, and some navigation, so you can log in, sign up, and there are links for investor relations, and you can also able to add restaurant. I'm not sure if it is for everyone, so maybe you need to you can register your own restaurant over there. Okay, so we are not going to cover this one, so let's go back. So this is the home page, and you can see the first three options that they give it are order online, you can dine in, and nightlife and clubs. So these are the main options, and they consistently keep that in all of the pages. So, and after that they have collections that is tailor made for the Chandigarh locations. So as you can see, 8 best Insta worthy places, winner of Zomato restaurant, and these are the categories, and they have more collections. So this is one section of collections, and then you have popular locations in and around Chandigarh. So now you can see this is similar to what we saw before for India. So then it has all of the cities there, but now we are in a particular city, so it is showing me different areas in that city. For example, sector 26, sector 8, sector 9, sector 7, sector 35. So if you select one, it will take you to that particular page, and it is also showing you the count, how many places are there on that location, right? And after that they have a banner down there where they are promoting you to download their mobile app. Okay, and also there are other options. They have popular cuisines near me. Let's see what they have in this. So these are just some tags they have, so you can just click on it and it will take you to a search page, I believe, and it will show you the results of it. Okay, and you can see top restaurant chains, and it fetched those cities we deliver to, and all of the cities list is here, and then their footer. So okay, so now let's try to open one's location. Let's open the sector 35. We have 75 places. So the next page is their header is changed now, so they have the compact header on top because they don't want banner anymore. So this is your compact header, and then you have breadcrumbs over there which help you to navigate back, and then those three options came back. You can see delivery, dining out, and nightlife. So all of this option may change according to that. So because there are there are cloud kitchens, so they don't have dine out option, so they might only have delivery. So maybe if you choose dine out, it will change that options below there. For example, let's try that out. If I click on dine out, so you can see it make a API call and it fetch new data and shows according to that, and there is no result for dine out in sector 35 Chandigarh. That's strange, but that's fine. Okay, let's go back to delivery, and now you have some inspiration for your first order. So you have some categories on top, then you have brands, and then you have the food items directly, right, the dishes. So let's select one of the dish. So if you click on this dish, and it will take you to that page. So this is the dish, this is the bakery that delivers it, this is the location, and then it has the option of online order, and this is the coupons also. They have how much time it will take to deliver, and you can live track your order, and also they have some recommendations. So if you don't want to order this, you can have more options which you can select, right? So there are so many options. So we will while building, we will start from the first page, and what I will do is I will create a Trello board where I will create the cards for each of the task, and then we can start from there. So we start from their homepage, and we will create all of this website where you have the home page, you have this category, you go to the collections, and you can see the collection. You click on the food item and you land on this last page where you have overview, reviews of this, some photos clicked by the users, menu of this restaurant, right? So let's get started and start our project. So for that, I'm going to my terminal, and in my terminal I will create a new NextJs project. So for that, I will use create next app CLI, create next app, and the name of the project I will keep it as Zomato Clone, and then this will ask you some configuration settings. Okay, so I want to use TypeScript in this project, yes. I want to use ESLint, yes. Tailwind I'm not going to use this project for now. No for src directory, yes. App router is the newest feature in 13.4, and will customize the default import alias, no. Okay, that should be it, and now it is just installing the packages, and it may take some time dependent on your network connectivity. And so let's see the packages which it is installing are React, obviously it's built on top of that, then React DOM is there, Next is there, TypeScript is there, and then types for React, types for Node, and type ESLint and ESLint config for Next. Okay, so this is ready. Now let's cd into our app, and let's try to run this app. This is not working. Okay, so the error is because of the Node version. I just checked it out on Git discussion. So this error comes when your Node version is not latest long-term support, and this is only supported after Node 15. So you need to be on the latest Node version, and the LTS version of Node.js is 18.16. So instead of 20, you can just use the LTS version of Node.js. Okay, so this is a long-term support. Okay, so now that we have version 18, now let's try to open our project, documents, work, YouTube, and then we have Zomato Clone, and now let's try yarn dev, and Here you go, it started. Let's see, localhost 3000. Here is your NextJs application, which is the default the layout of NextJs app. And also we are going to open it in our VS Code. This is our VS Code. This is the default structure which it gives you, and you can see we have next config file, we have tsconfig file, we have a readme file which is a default readme file, package.json file. You can see the scripts over here. So dev is for dev environment, which we just used. Then we have build, start and lint. Okay, and we have this app directory where this page is loading at the moment. Let me just increase the size of the font in VS Code. Okay, so now you can see we have page.tsx. so this is the default page and CSS module is being used for it, and this is CSS of that page. We have a global layout and a global file and a favicon icon. So that's all it gives us. So I am going to make some changes on this page so you can see it is working, and let's delete all of this. I like deleting code very much. Takes no effort. Get rid of this as well, and here I'm going to just put Zomato. Okay, and you can see this is our page. So now we are going to create this whole Zomato application. So this is a very huge application. We have to divide it into smaller chunks so that we can able to achieve it step by step. Okay, so I think the first step is to decide from where to start, and I'm going to use Trello to create the cards for me, which will give me a sense of direction where I should head towards. Okay, so I set up the Trello board. Here I have 3 different columns: to do, in dev and dev done. So let's visit Zomato website, the home page, and start writing down the stories. I'm not going to add in much detail, so let's start with pages first, just a high level. So like Zomato homepage, only high level cards I will add so that I know what I have to build, and this is very much important when you start a new project. So on this next this collections. So collection is a separate page, so let's create a card for collections. Okay, so like this, and then I will create a component tickets which I will manage based on the pages. So for the home page, let's create a card for this banner with search bar, and this banner will be on the home page only, but the search bar may be reused on different components, and this can be divided further, but for now I just keep this card. And next this section, I don't know what to name it, let's come back to it later. And let's create our next collection widget. So this widget will have the list of collections that can be shown on the home page, only 4. And next let's name that explore section for now. We can revisit and edit that later on. And the next one will be this one, so I will name it localities widget. And after that we have this section for the app. I'm not going to build that one, so let's maybe skip it. And this section we might can build, and this is an explore section. So now it will conflict So let's name this at explore option widget, and then we need to rename the previous one that we built, and let's change that to ordering section. For now we can come back and change it again. So at last we will have a footer. Okay, that's what make the home page. And now let's see if we can add some differentiate these pages. Change, remember change cover. Yeah, I think it should have some option. Yeah, so we can see the colors. So let's add the Zomato red color to this. Okay, and apply the same to the another page, the collection page at the bottom. Apply the same red color to it as well. So now we have differentiate cards. So we know by looking at this board that these are the pages, and between those pages we have the cards. Now let's go to the collections page. Let's try to find out our initial components for this one. So first of all we have this compact header, and we have the search bar there as well, and after that we will have breadcrumbs, and then we will have this page titles, and then this section is tabular design. So, okay, so I have it handpicked and saved cards. So let's create a tabular layout, and then okay, remaining are the same. Okay, let's visit back to home page and see what other pages do we have. So let's click on one of the localities here. Okay, so this is the locality page basically. So this shows the option on that particular locality. So let's go back to Trello and create a card for this page. Okay, let's style it the same way we style other pages. And now let's find out the components over here. So this would be our first candidate. The header is going to be the same, and this dine in dine out option, so as we see it's the same, and it's a compact version of the one we saw on the home page. So let's name it same with the compact prefix. Then the second one is this inspiration for your first order. So let's name it order inspiration widget. Okay, so next section is the brands. So let's name it as a top brand widget. Okay, that's cool. And after that we have this listing. So this is individual food item. No, it's a restaurant, so they just put a food item over there. Let's call this restaurant lists, and this should be sufficient, I guess. Then we can revisit and add more cards into this page. Now we have 3 different pages, and every page have their own card. So I think that's it for this video. So now I'm just breaking up, and in the next video we will start doing the coding for our first page.